Nyaphila unjani?
I get paid.
I was just checking up on you. How are you?
I get paid.
New day, new drama in South Africa. According to new reports, Makhumalo angrily burns down Samke, Khwela's newborn baby's clothes after she called her childless. Please like this video as you watch. In the intricate realm of personal relationships, especially those forged between women, few bonds are as deeply rooted or as easily frayed as those tested by envy, unmet desires, and cultural expectations. The story of Makhumalo and Samke Khwela is a striking exploration of how friendship can unravel under the weight of personal pain and societal pressure. At the center of their rift is a shocking act: Makhumalo's decision to burn the baby clothes belonging to Samke's newborn. A decision that stunned their community and forced a reckoning on issues such as infertility, motherhood, and the fragile dynamics of female solidarity. Makhumalo and Samke once shared a close and intimate bond. They supported each other through life's challenges, from financial hardships to emotional turmoil, becoming each other's chosen family. Their friendship was rooted in mutual trust and shared dreams, forming a sisterhood that seemed unbreakable. However, as life took them down different paths, cracks began to appear in their relationship. While Samke found joy in becoming a mother, Makhumalo struggled in silence with infertility. Though she celebrated Samke's pregnancy outwardly, inside she battled feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and longing. In many communities, including theirs, a woman's value is often unfairly tied to her ability to bear children. These cultural expectations added layers of stress and sorrow to Makhumalo's internal world. The shift in their dynamic became more evident as Samke's pregnancy advanced. What was once a safe space for sharing and support slowly became a painful reminder for Makhumalo of what she could not have. Their closeness became strained, not by malice, but by the unspoken pain each woman carried in vastly different ways. The turning point in their relationship came during what was meant to be a joyous gathering. Friends had come together to celebrate Samke's new role as a mother. The room buzzed with laughter, stories, and admiration for the baby clothes Samke proudly displayed. Tiny garments carefully chosen, full of sentimental value and hope for the future. But then, amidst the revelry, Samke made an offhand remark that would ignite a storm. "At least I can say I have a child." Some people may never know that happiness, whether said in jest or carelessness, the comment struck Makhumalo with devastating force. To the other guests, it may have seemed innocuous, but to Makhumalo, it felt like a cruel and public jab at her deepest wound. Overwhelmed by shame and heartbreak, she left the gathering in silence. But the emotional damage had already been done. That single moment unleashed a torrent of suppressed emotions, plunging Makhumalo into a whirlwind of grief and fury. Over the following days, Makhumalo wrestled with a complex mix of emotions. She felt betrayed, not just by Samke's words, but by a society that continually marginalized her pain. The baby clothes, once a symbol of joy and innocence, became a haunting emblem of what she felt robbed of. In a moment of impulsive anger, Makhumalo took the garments that had once been on proud display and set them alight in her backyard. As the flames rose and the fabric turned to ash, she watched not only the clothes burn, but also the representation of years of hurt, alienation, and societal judgment. This act of destruction was far more than spite. It was Makhumalo's visceral way of screaming into the void, of asserting her presence in a narrative that had long excluded her. Yet, no matter how symbolic, her actions carried real consequences. Word of the burning incident spread swiftly through their community. It became the subject of countless conversations, whispers, and social media debates. Reactions were divided. Some expressed empathy toward Makhumalo, understanding her despair in a society that venerates motherhood above all. Others viewed her actions as deeply inappropriate, even unforgivable. Samke, still reeling from the event, was left with more than the loss of cherished baby clothes. What hurt more was the emotional betrayal. Those tiny outfits had meaning far beyond material value. They were an extension of her love for her child and her identity as a new mother. The destruction felt like a personal attack, shaking the foundation of a friendship she had once held dear. Meanwhile, Makhumalo found herself increasingly isolated. Former friends began to keep their distance, unsure how to respond or where to place blame. What she had hoped would be a cathartic act instead spiraled into deeper loneliness and regret. This story is a profound reflection on the weight of unspoken pain, especially around issues society often treats with silence or stigma. Makhumalo's destructive act was born not out of hatred, but from the depth of her emotional suffering and a longing for acknowledgement. Her feelings, though channeled destructively, were rooted in very real experiences: the shame of infertility, the pressure to conform, and the feeling of being left behind by a world that moves on without recognizing your silent battles. For Samke, the event served as a wake-up call about the power of words. Even well-meaning individuals can inflict harm when they fail to consider others' emotional realities. Her casual remark, spoken without malice, revealed the gaps in understanding that can exist even in close friendships. With time, introspection gave both women the opportunity to process the aftermath. Though their wounds were raw, neither wanted to let bitterness define their future. Makhumalo, coming to terms with the gravity of her actions, reached out to Samke with an apology, sincere, vulnerable, and without excuses. She expressed remorse not only for burning the clothes, but for allowing her pain to spill out in a way that harmed someone she once called a sister. Samke, though initially hesitant, took time to reflect on her own role. She realized that even her small remark had come from a place of unexamined privilege. Gradually, the two began having honest, painful conversations, laying bare their respective journeys. The road wasn't easy, but it was transformative. Through their shared willingness to confront their emotions and societal baggage, they found their way back to empathy. Makhumalo began to accept that her worth wasn't defined by motherhood, while Samke learned to honor the pain of those whose paths differ from her own. The emotional collision between Makhumalo and Samke is not just a tale of personal heartbreak, it's a mirror reflecting larger social truths. It reveals how societal ideals around womanhood can sow division, how unacknowledged grief can become destructive, and how even the deepest friendships require constant care and compassion. Yet, from the ashes of their conflict, something profound emerged, a renewed understanding, built not on perfection but on the willingness to grow. Their story serves as a reminder that while our emotions can lead us to destructive places, they can also guide us back toward healing, if we dare to face them. In the end, Makhumalo and Samke's journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the redemptive power of empathy. It's a call to approach one another's wounds with gentleness, and to remember that behind every harsh word or angry act, there often lies a deeper story waiting to be heard.